I'd like to call the meeting of the Veteran Subcommittee to order, please. Mr. Cook, roll call, please.
Council Yem.
Yes.
Council Mercia.
Here.
Council Rourke.
Yes.
3 present.
Thank you. Before I start, I want to recognize Mr. Eric Lamarche, the Veterans Commission here, Lisa Golden from the Health Department, and also Matt Elkins from the Greater Lowell Veteran Committee.
You can sit over here, Matt.
You can come in the front. Yeah.
Sit right at these
Yeah.
desks.
Yes. We want to welcome you and then your companion there. Maybe you can introduce her. Today we would like to talk about, because the Veteran Commissions every year has a Hometown Hero banner. So without saying too much, I'd like to turn it to Eric Lamarche, who is the director of the Veteran Commission, to tell us all about the program, the Hometown Hero banners, and also let the people at home who would like to have a banner to remember their loved one who served our country.
Thank you, Councilor. Yes, the banner program, this will be the second year we offer the program. The banners are intended to honor any Lowell veteran, active military member, any first responder who's given their service to the city of Lowell. The banners are $150 at the moment. They will be double-sided with the picture and displayed right now until we get. We're looking to grow this, and each year, when you purchase one, they'll be displayed every year after that, taken down to make sure if there's any maintenance needed on the actual banner. The press release went out today. It should be in the paper within the next few days, on the radio, just to let everyone know. If you are interested in purchasing a banner, you can call my office at 978-674-1595. Or if you'd like to set up an appointment with me, you can email me at lamarche@lowellma.gov. This year, I'd like to try to actually sit with the families and then just enter everything right with them online and have them approve that together, so there's no confusion as to what the process is and what the picture will look like and such. We would just need a discharge document from the veteran, for the veteran, or proof of service for if they're a firefighter or first responder. And then a check made out to the city of Lowell, and then we can get that done. I think that's it.
Yeah, so when do you hope to have, I know last year we had a great display. When do you hope to have those completed?
For the new, we hope to have the new round, including last year's set, displayed before Memorial Day. This will all be dependent upon when they are delivered, and we'll sync up with the DPW to get them to.
What's the deadline?
The deadline, I would say the end of March.
Okay. Yeah.
I have a question.
So,
Yes,
sorry.
thank you, Mr. Chair. When you say that it's a banner, double-sided banner, $150, is that a one-time purchase, or every year you have to pay that?
That's a one-time purchase.
Okay.
And the monies will be used to, the biggest cost are the brackets. That's more than the regular banner. So going forward, once we have all the brackets, we'll be able to perform regular maintenance. I'm hoping that they won't all need it at the same time. That's why we'd like to put them up and take them down, just have a limited display time. Yeah, that would be one time.
And how many do you have? How many people took part in this program?
Last year.
We
Last year.
had 4 police officers, former police officers that were passed away in service. And I believe I believe there were 10 more that were from I may have that number wrong, but there's approximately 14 total. And the brackets are double-sided, so our goal is to make, in the City Hall Plaza, is to make them, fill up those. There's 18, so there'd be 32. And then from there, we would continue down Merrimack Street is the actual goal. And then have those changed out annually.
That's good. Thank you very much. I was very impressed with what we had last year. They were beautiful, and I was very proud to see them displayed. So thank you very much, and if we have more people, that'd be great.
Right.
They deserve the honor, so
Absolutely.
I don't know how to thank them enough, but that's one way we could do that. So thank you very much.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I know we did it on the council the night that they were presented. We did it here on the council. So my guess is we're probably going to have to use some more space, maybe the balcony to hang them down. It was extremely well done last year.
It was kind of rushed last year because, so this year I think if we get them all in by March, I'll be able to have them, get them all ordered, and then we come up with a plan of how to hang them that's a great idea to hang them over the balcony.
I'm sure a lot of families of those that will be here too, right? It'd be terrific.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Any suggestions,
Yeah.
I'm all in.
Yeah, and Mr. Chairman, I would maybe suggest, I don't know if it's a city council meeting or a subcommittee where, we have our banners presented and then maybe a little bio read
Right.
at a live meeting about each of our veterans that are being honored for.
We did that last year. We had it at the mayor's conference room, where all the family came and they viewed the banners, and also we brought them and we laid them all on the councils in the front. Yes, and I'm proud to say that I sponsored 9 of the banners that last year's 4 police officers on that wall, and then another family. Some more 5 families, including Eric Kachir's father. So he was very kind to allow me to sponsor that. So, and I like to do that. I also not sure if we can make a motion to have the manager look up, or maybe have the appropriate department to display the new banners along with the old one. We're in front of the City Hall, wrap around the City Hall this way for the Memorial Day, so we can have that in front of our City Hall. I traveled to another city, that's what they did, all around the City Hall, all the banner honor the veterans and the first responders, so I would like to see that.
So when do they put them on the poles? Do they put them on the poles?
Before the Memorial Day
Before
weekend.
Memorial
Yeah,
Day.
so we display the whole
So
month.
once Memorial Day is done, then you would put them around City Hall like that?
My original thought was to have them up in the very beginning of May and then take them down after Memorial Day. So they'll be up for a month, for the whole month.
The whole month.
And this year we're starting early enough where I think that'll be possible.
Yeah. So this way the banner would be fresh and look good.
All right, so I'll entertain that motion.
What do you think? Second. Thank you. Mr. Clerk, roll call, please, sir.
Counsel Yem.
Yes.
Counsel Mercia.
Yes.
Counsel Rook. 3 yeas.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk, and thanks, Mr. Lamache, for that. And one more time, let people at home who are watching right now that they can start contacting you if they would like to sponsor a banner on behalf of their families, the veteran, firefighters, first responders, and get in touch with you right away so we can have it by the end of March, the banner honor their loved ones. I'm honored and privileged to invite Matt Elkins, the chair, the president of the Greater Lowell Veterans.
I'm the commander for the Greater Lowell Veterans Council.
Thank you, sir. So, say a few words about who you are and what you're doing for the veterans. So, for our people at home, especially myself. Matt, go ahead, please. Sir.
Well, councilors, thank you for being here. Chairman, thank you for the invitation. Much appreciated. As I said, my name is Matt Elkins. I'm the commander for the Greater Lowell Veterans Council. We're a collaboration of various veterans organizations throughout the local area. We have many organizations represented. Disabled American Veterans, the VFWs, American Legions, some specialized organizations such as the Submariners, Marine Corps League, the Jewish War Veterans, Korean War Veterans, and so forth. We actually are over 100 years old. We are located at the Lowell Memorial Auditorium. We meet monthly to disseminate information, to let other organizations know of our membership, things that are going on in the community that would be interest to veterans, whether it's veteran-related or community-related, as far as events and so forth. We also work together as what we call a force multiplier. One organization has strengths, they also have weaknesses. Other organizations have their strength, they have their weaknesses. So whatever strengths they have, they bring to the table, and the other organizations support their weaknesses with their strengths. We do advocate for veterans. We work with Mr. LaMarche closely. We've worked with City Hall. We've worked with the VA. I've worked with other local VSOs. We've worked with peer leaders from the VA. We've worked with Crescent House. Unfortunately, we're rebuilding because we're coming out of COVID. We went into a big slump at that point.
Right.
So we're reestablishing, reorganizing, and there's some things that we'd like to start working on again. Before COVID hit, we actually had a meeting to try to reach out and assist our homeless veterans in the city, get them off the street, get them the services that they need. So that's pretty much what we do. We advocate for veterans. We have contacts with local, state, and federal politicians, trying to work with them as much as we can to get information out there, to better the situation for veterans. We work with grassroots. Again, we work with the VSOs because they have the services and can connect veterans with services. But basically, we are a resource.
Right.
If we can't provide it, we know the people that can.
Right.
And we'll direct those veterans to those services in those locations.
Thank you. I remember attending a few events at the Low Auditorium. Is the event is on the Veterans Day, right? So I'm trying to get it straight, the Veteran and Memorial. Right?
Okay. We do hold. Thank you. We do hold 3 services a year. I call them observations. We do Veterans Day, Memorial Day, and Pearl Harbor Day. Veterans Day is on Veterans Day, and Veterans Day is to honor the veterans that came home.
Who served, right?
Pearl Harbor Day, on December 7th, we honor those who served at Pearl Harbor, made the ultimate sacrifice, and also we educate as to what happened afterwards. The events of World War II and how that has impacted and as a sort of butterfly effect today, because it still has an impact today, whether people realize it or not. We also do Memorial Day because Memorial Day, everyone just disappears. We do it on Memorial Day weekend, and Memorial Day is to honor those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice by sacrificing their lives for our freedom.
Right, okay.
And all of our events are open to the public, they're free, and they're all at the Lowell Auditorium.
Right.
I'd just like to make 2 comments. First off is I'm very sad to realize that when you look around the city and you think about the veterans, more and more veterans groups are disbanding.
Yes.
And I'm very, very heartbroken about it because, gee, we like to honor them and through people that are dying and the young ones that are coming out of the service seem like they don't want to get involved with different groups, and it breaks my heart to see it diminish. And I say this because this didn't happen overnight. When I was a little girl, it's hard to remember that far back, but I remember being with my mother downtown and seeing the Memorial Day parade, and it was tremendous. And it went on and on and on, and you saw veterans and tanks, and it was just unbelievable. I looked forward to go and pay my respects to the veterans. You don't see that today.
May I respond to that? Mm-hmm. Basically, what we've realized is veterans and their families know there's something that I've actually called the 5 to 10 year crawl. It takes a veteran about approximately 5 to 10 years to reassimilate to the best that they can, to figure out who they are, where they place, where they belong in society. Unfortunately, when a veteran comes home, they're with their brothers and sisters, and you're never alone. You know that there are numerous people that you can go to, and they understand you, because they're doing exactly what you're doing day to day. You come home, and everyone's happy that Susie and Johnny came home, and they're hugging them and they're kissing them, and they're just happy. But Johnny and Susie are not Johnny and Susie. They're someone else. Unfortunately, once we come home, we're isolated. There are people like Mr. LaMarche, and I've worked personally with Mr. LaMarche on a number of things, and he does an amazing job. I just want you all to know I'm very grateful to have Mr. LaMarche in the city.
We do know that. Yes, we're aware of his expertise.
But unfortunately, not all VSOs are as good as him or some of the others I've worked with. They don't, the veteran that comes home, they're not home. Their body is home, but their mind, it's not. No matter how well we reassimilate into society, we never become a civilian again. There's the phrase, they taught me how to put the uniform on, they never taught me how to take it off. How does a veteran talk to their family, their loved ones, their friends, about what they've seen? How do they talk about how they feel? There's no point of reference. So people don't understand. So it takes that 5 to 10 years to reassimilate.
Sure, I did not realize that. And I will say my second comment is I'm very impressed when I go to the event at the Memorial Auditorium for Memorial Day, and you always have a video of some meaning to the point where it makes me practically cry every single time. It's very, very moving. So thank you for sharing that with all of us.
Well, we try to educate, and words, they're words, but people will remember images. And to address why a lot of the organizations are closing, yes, the young people are not getting involved. And if they do get involved, they get involved with younger organizations. They're not going to the VFW, they're not going to the American Legion, they're not going to the older established organizations because they don't feel that they fit in.
Yeah.
Because the older veterans, you know, I'm
Different
middle-aged,
experience, yeah.
you know, for being a vet. You know, because I fall between, you know, the Vietnam era and the post 9/11.
And what else I wanted to point out is I find many people that have neighbors, and when they pass away and you read the obituary, their family writes a write-up of them being in this line of service, and this getting the Purple Heart, getting the Medal of Honor, and you live next door to this person for all these years,
Right.
and you never knew that.
Yeah.
I wish that I had known that before, so I could tell them how proud I am, but I find this what happens.
I'd like to refer to Councillor Rook. He has a great suggestion.
Mr. Chairman, maybe in the next couple of months, before Memorial Day, we can meet again and go over some services that are available to our, veterans and so forth, so.
Right.
I make that in the form of a motion.
Okay. All right.
Second.
Second. All right. Mr. Clerk, roll call, please.
Council Young,
Yes.
Council Mercia.
Yes.
Council Rook.
Yes.
3 yeas.
So, let's continue this conversation. This is not the end, but let's, like Councillor Rook suggested, we continue to talk and then try to find a way to merge the two groups, the younger generation and the older, because they experience differently, right? So there are common grounds among the veterans, and I'm sure that they will benefit if we have a chance to meet up, socialize and get to know each other. So that would be the goal of this committee. And I also like to extend the invitation to you, Mr. Alkins, if you have an event for the veteran that you want our council to support, to know about, please come by and then, talk to us and let us know. We all would like to support your work.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so entertaining the motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Yeah.
Second.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you both.
This is our maiden voyage, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, is this replacing the commission, or is it working in tandem? Oh, okay. All right. That's why I was scratching my head.